Good morning and welcome to Inside South Florida. I'm Dave Aizer. Today, Miami native DJ Obscene is an international superstar. Meet the man, the myth, the Mixmaster. Plus, a brand new liqueur that launched here in South Florida wants to send you to Paris. We'll explain. And we've got hot summer hair tips for guys and girls. That and more as Inside South Florida starts now. Becoming one of the most sought-after DJs in the country, and he's even going global. And it all started when he was a teenager right here in South Florida. Here he is, DJ Obscene. DJ Obscene, the man, the myth, the legend. Good to have you here.
Oh, pleasure to be here, man. Thank you.
So first of all, let's start with the name, because I'm assuming on your birth certificate it does not say DJ Obscene.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't.
Right, so how'd you come up with that?
It was really a thing in middle school, actually. When I was 14, I had one of my friends suggest the name from an Eminem song. He was like, oh, I like this line. It's just me. I'm just obscene. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So then I wrote up a sheet of paper. I wrote 2 names on it, and I passed it around my classmates. And I asked them, hey, which name do you like better? And it was between Obscene and Intense, and I'm glad they picked Obscene.
Have you met Eminem? Because you've met a ton of guys. Have you met him?
Yeah, no, I haven't met him.
Is that your icebreaker when you meet him?
Probably, yeah, definitely.
I can tell you from personal experience, this is a little bit of a side note, but let me impart my wisdom to you. I used to get told that I looked like Pete Sampras. And then I met him, and I told him that. He could not have been less interested. So I'm just saying, if you use that with Eminem, be prepared for him not to care.
Yeah, and be like, oh, yeah, that song, oh, whatever.
Right,
yeah.
He may not care, but don't take it as a slight.
Oh, yeah, no.
So you mentioned that this all happened, when you were pretty young. So
yeah.
You got off to a really early start. In fact, of all the things that you've done, one of them that's maybe the most impressive is that at 16, you had a show on Sirius.
Yep, I had a show on Sirius Satellite Radio at the age of 16. I had an hour-long show on there playing hip-hop, and it was fun. It was a great experience. It was my first radio experience, my first shot. My friend Ronnie Triana over there at Sirius, he gave me the opportunity, and he said, hey, this kid's 16, but he's got skills, and he's dedicated to what he's doing, so that was a great first radio opportunity for me.
But I'm sure that you still spent a lot of time and energy on your algebra and your geography and your home ec.
Yeah, before I decided to start DJing, yeah, because I was very into school. I was a straight A student, honor roll, all that, high GPA, and then I decided to start DJing, and that was it. I just abandoned it because I really felt a passion for it, and I really knew, like, this is what I'm going to do with my life. I made a decision, even though it's crazy for a kid that's 14 years old to tell his parents and tell his friends, hey, I'm going to be a DJ, and that's what I'm going to do when I grow up. Everybody was looking at me crazy. I had family members calling my dad, like, make sure he goes to college, make sure, this and that, and, thankfully my parents were cool enough to allow me to pursue my dream, and that was it.
I mean, that's so great. So they must have been a little taken aback.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's not like you said, I want to be a surgeon or a lawyer or a baseball player. I mean, you chose something a little more random.
Yeah, definitely random, especially with how well I did in school. I could have been a lawyer. I could have gone on to do great things in educate, with a formal education, but I just had to follow my heart and follow what I really love doing, which I encourage everybody to do, because there's nothing like waking up every day and doing what you really love.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Well, all right, so you got off to a great start, and now you have a big summer coming up. You got a lot going on this summer. Okay, so iHeartRadio Pool Party, what's that all about?
It's actually the second annual iHeartRadio Ultimate Pool Party. They have Afrojack performing, Kesha, Pitbull, Hometown Hero, Iconopop, and Cruella. They're all going to be performing poolside at the Fontainebleau Hotel. It's the second annual event, like I said. I was lucky enough to participate in the first one last year with Maroon 5, Flo Rida, Gym Class Heroes, and it was an incredible experience, and I'm grateful just to be a part of it again this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty intense. I mean, I've seen the video from last year. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's so many, because it's, they give away a lot of entries, so it's people from all around the United States that listen to Clear Channel radio stations that get to come to, they fly them to Miami, they come in, they win tickets for this event. So it's people from all across the United States that have never been to Miami before, and they're at the Fontainebleau in Miami Beach. For them, it's like the ultimate, like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it is 150 degrees, but, what are you going to do? This is really cool. So last year, you were one of 4 nationwide DJs to be chosen to participate in the iHeartRadio Festival, in Vegas, too?
Yep, we were in Las Vegas after I had such a great outing at the iHeartRadio Ultimate Pool Party that they asked me to come to the iHeartRadio Music Festival, which is obviously one of the biggest music festivals, one of the biggest gathering of all the biggest artists in music in Las Vegas, and I was very honored to be chosen, like you said, out of 4, among 4 other DJs in the United States to be a part of it.
So we have a motto on our show: what happens in Vegas gets revealed publicly on Inside South Florida. So if you have been burdened with some like secret, something you've got to get off your chest, now's your chance.
Definitely not anything that I could talk about on TV, but I definitely did see some crazy stuff backstage at the iHeartRadio Music Festival that I definitely can't comment on. But there was some people stumbling in and out of the arena and stuff like that.
But so you've seen a ton of celebrities. Have you ever seen one? You don't have to name names. You've just been so blown away, like jaw dropped with something they've done or said. They do some weird stuff.
Once again, nothing that I can talk about here, but I remember the one celebrity that sticks in my mind when I met Timbaland. He was somebody that I looked up to so much, and I met him. He hosted one of my mixtapes back in 2007, 2008, and I was just I was a little starstruck just because of his talent and how much I appreciate his music and what he's done for the music industry. That he was one that I was really like, wow.
And he was cool?
Oh yeah, super cool.
It's nice when you meet someone you look up to and they're cool.
Of course.
Yeah. Sometimes they're a jerk, but I won't name names either.
Yeah.
All right. So in addition to the million other things you got going on, you're going to con?
Yeah, I'm going there this month. It's going to be my first time in Europe, so I'm definitely excited. I'm going out there for the Cannes Lion International Festival of Creativity. So I'll be out there for Clear Channel, representing Clear Channel, playing all their after parties. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, first time in Europe. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, first time in Europe, playing on a yacht in the middle, south of France. It's going to be nice.
Don't you want to go back to all those people in high school that were like, what are you doing? And be like, hey, I'm going on a yacht in Paris. What are you doing with your life now?
There wasn't that many people, actually, because most people actually believed in me and supported what I was doing. So there were a few, but I don't need to call them up or show. They already know what's going on.
But the one person that you were just unable to date, you just couldn't date, don't you just want to be like, hey, remember me?
Trust me, they know.
They know? Yeah, okay, good. What are some of your favorite places in South Florida to play, to spin?
In Miami, really right now, I'd say my favorite spot in Miami is Hyatt at the SLS. I like the vibe over there. It's really cool, really laid back. In Fort Lauderdale, Broward, definitely vibe in Las Olas and Passion at the Hard Rock. Those are my 2 spots that I have residencies at now in Broward. And I love playing at those spots, especially the crowds in Broward. I've been noticing they really like to party, they really like to dance, they really like to let loose and have a good time. In Miami, it's a bit more about showing off, who can spend the most money. People are standing around, not really dancing. So, I want to be at the parties where people are dancing. I don't care for the parties where people are standing around popping bottles.
Right. Look at Broward getting some love right now.
Yeah,
okay,
of course.
That's nice. It's not all about South Beach. And you're on Y100.
Yep.
Right.
On there Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah. So how are you enjoying that?
It's great. I've had my radio show on there for 3 years now, and that's really what started and sparked all of this. What I was able to create off of that radio show, and it's a blessing. My program director Alex Tier and Mac at Night, they gave me a great opportunity over there on Y100 to showcase my skill to South Florida, and it's been great. The feedback is awesome. The interaction with the fans, getting to break new music. I love everything about it.
Do you do weddings, bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras? Do you do that stuff too?
I might do maybe 1 or 2 a year by special request. If they can work it out and get me there, I'm definitely up for it.
Yeah, but they're fun to do. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, for the 1 or 2 that I do a year, they're definitely fun because it's definitely a huge change from everything else that I do on a weekly basis. So for sure.
Well, I gotta tell you, man, you are a fascinating dude.
Thank you.
I'm thrilled you came in. The last thing here, you also have a podcast too, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you can subscribe to it on iTunes, or you can find it on my website, obscenesounds.com. You can just search Obscene Sounds or DJ Obscene on iTunes, and it'll be right there. Free music for you to download and enjoy.
Awesome. And is that the best way to get a hold of you?
Definitely. All my information, everything going on with me up to date, my website, obscenesounds.com, and of course across social media, just search DJ Obscene and you'll find me there.
Okay, and if you want to be the one wedding / bar mitzvah / quinceañera that he plays a year, get on it. Have you done one yet this year?
No, none this year yet.
You still got a shot. Have a great summer, man.
Thank you.
It's good
Appreciate
to meet you, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you, Obscene. When we come back, there is a brand new liqueur on the market. It launched right here in South Florida, and it wants to take you to Paris. We've got the details. Keep it here.